enforcement agency. Our schools have cultures. Our work sites have cultures. When we say that we're going to do more training, right? My whole life, I've heard that everywhere I've lived. I come from a family of cops. And I know that when the culture is rotten, you can give them training 6 months out of the year. And the truth is, those of us, Hank, you've been a reporter, you know that. The truth is that if the culture is rotten at a specific agency or in a specific department, and I think it goes down to the immediate supervisor level. It's not just, say, somebody like Chris Magnus, right, at the very top. It goes down to the very supervisors on the street, right? We find this in all kinds of different workplaces. The thing is, when we find a rotten culture where that racism is not only tolerated but quietly promoted, right? And then they grin and they say, well, I took 6 hours of compulsory training, or I took 5 weeks of compulsory training, and then they go right back out and do the same thing. What we have to do is make sure that we've got an independent accounting on behalf of the people for the agency that works for them. Because the truth is, hope is not a plan. You can hope that they get trained, right? But if the culture of that agency or that department is rotten, and we've seen a whole lot of that across this country, then the people need to be able to step in there. And I think that goes to independent oversight. So when there's, for example, prosecution for cops, it's not investigated by the police department. No, it's investigated and then reasonably charged by an outside agency. And I'm going to suggest one more thing important in Pima County. And this is not unique to this county, but it's appropriate here. Having the Pima County attorney who has to work with the cops all the time, sheriffs and TPD and the other agencies, having them prosecute that, Domingo, back me up on this, my friend, probably not the best idea. Independent prosecutorial powers. So we don't have that culture that can also cast a shadow across reasonably the county attorney's office.